Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, mixing it up a little bit tonight. We're out on the front porch and we're taking a look at the Klarus G15 flashlight. So I just got this from them for review. Recently I was checking out their new EDC flashlight. It's a compact little light called the E1. This one it feels about the same size when you first pick it up, but it is bigger. It does use a larger battery, and we'll show you what this looks like tonight as we go out into the night and use it. Let me give you the rundown on the outputs. You have moonlight, which is 1 lumen, that's going to run for 200 hours. Low at 100 lumens, that's going to run for 28 hours. Medium at 500, that's going to run for 6 hours. High, which is 2000 at 1.5 hours. And then turbo is going to run for 4,000 lumens for 1.2 hours. We do also have a strobe, which is going to be 4,000 lumens. That's going to run for 2 hours. Then you have a beacon at 500 lumens for 120 hours. And an SOS at 500 lumens for 18 hours. It is impact resistant to 1 meter and it's waterproof to 2 meters, so yes, IPX8 rated. As far as your size of the light, it's 4.75 inches from end to end, 1.09 at the widest portion, and 1 inch across at the bottom. It does weigh 2.45 ounces without the battery. I don't know why they do that all the time. So many flashlight companies, they don't tell you what it weighs with the battery, but I'll roll that in right now. I'll take it upstairs and weigh it on my scale separately. Like I mentioned, it is IPX8 rated. Your max output is 4,000 lumens. It uses a Cree XHP 70.2 LED, and the color temperature is 6500K. You do get a couple extras with the light. You get your USB recharging cord. I'll show you the port on the other side in 1 second. Here's your lanyard and extra O-rings. And then you do get this compact little Klarus bag. So there's a look at your charging port on the other side. Close that up, flip it over, and here's your button right here. Pretty nice size button as far as activating the light. There is no N pressure switch there. So that's my preference, to be able to turn it on like this, but pretty nice size button on the side for your output. Using a 21700 battery, but not that much bigger than an 18650. You can see that nice orange peel reflector inside there. So it's going to give you hopefully a nice balance of your flood and also your throw as well. But like I said, we're outside right now, so let's test it out and use it. Okay, we're looking at my car, which is about 25 feet away. We're going to go through the first 3 settings, which is 1 lumen, 100 lumens, and then 500 lumens. So at 1 lumen, shine, get out the car. You can see a little bit of a reflection there, but more so in my hand here. So it is on. Let's go up to 100 lumens. Definitely see that better. Let's go to 500. So a little bit of a hot center, but definitely floods out. It's not just throwing, we're getting a nice wide beam there. All right, let's go up to 1,000 here. Then we're going to double click to 4,000. I'm going to go back and forth between the 1,000 and the 4,000 again. So let me go on at the lowest setting and then scroll up here. So there is 1,000, and then we'll jump to 4. I mean, you definitely see a bump up on the camera, but even with the human eye, it doesn't seem like it's a massive difference as far as what it appears like, at least up close here. We'll see when we shine it off in the distance in a minute here. Okay, I'm looking off to the trees that are next to my driveway here. They're about 40 feet away, and just want to compare again, really, that 1,000 and that 4,000 here. So let's work up to the 1,000. So there's 1,000. Let's jump to the 4. Yeah, I mean, again, you can see it, but not a massive difference as far as what it looks like, even, like I said, to the human eye. Let's go back to it again. Let's do the 1,000, 1,000, and then up to 4. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by that at this point at least. It doesn't seem like there's a massive difference. I will tell you that it does flood nicely, though. I can see really everything in front of me at this point, you know, from the edge of my car, which is over this way. When I'm shining it here in the center, and I can see all the way over. You can kind of make out the corner of the house and the fence over there. So definitely a lot of light coming out of this thing and flooding nicely. Does have a little bit of a hotter center, but nothing that notable. I would definitely say this gives you a lot of light left to right for hiking, for walking, EDC, whatever. All right, looking off at a different set of woods here. It's about 50 feet away, and we'll go through the different settings. At 1, you can see it there on my hand. Can't really see a ton though. 100, can't really see a whole lot as far as with the human eye. I can definitely see it decently, I would say. Looking off in the distance, let's go up again here. 500 and 1,000. Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, as I'm looking at it, you know, on camera, and then with just the human eye, definitely flooding really nicely. Goes all the way from the street there. When I'm shining it in the middle here, I can see to the street, and all the way over beyond that bush there. So nice amount of light from this light. Let's go up to the 4,000 here. All right, now I'm going to go off in the distance and shine it back at you and show you some of the other settings, SOS and beacon and strobe. Okay, side yard here. We're looking at the fence and the side of the house. The fence is about 70 feet away, and we'll turn on the light here. Go through the different settings. Moonlight right there. You can see the driveway okay. Can't really see the fence a whole lot at 100. There's 500. You can definitely make that out. Okay, here's 1,000. All right, let's go 100, 500, 1,000 a couple times so you can see the different amounts of output here. So at 100, I mean, you could walk with it. You could see up close, but definitely not throwing a ton of light. To the 4,000 here. As I'm here shining it, I'm looking at the instructions real quick. They do note that it does have a temperature adjustment. So as it gets hotter, it's going to drop down in lumen output. They don't tell you how much and how long, but it does adjust. It does have a lockout feature as well. So I'm going to hold this down. You're going to see the light come on, and then it's going to go off. Hold it down for 5 seconds. And that flash means that it's off. So now when I click it, you see that little red ring is showing up there just a little bit on the camera. That means that it's in lockout mode. Triple click and it'll go back to being accessible. So now the light is on again. So I've got the light right in front of the camera. When I turn it on, you'll see the green here. So that indicates that you have 70 to 100% of the battery power left. You can see the green there. If it's orange, it's going to be 30 to 70. If it's red, it's going to be less than 30. And if it's flashing red, it's less than 10% left. Okay, we're up here in the studio now, wrapping up the review of the Klarus G15. So let me give you a couple thoughts. First off is compared to the E1, it definitely has some more heft. It doesn't feel like that much bigger of a flashlight though overall. Quick size comparison here, we have the G15 on the bottom. Next to that is the Baton Pro in the flat dark earth. And then the green S2R Baton, and the top is the S1R Baton 2. So it's definitely the biggest, but comparing it to the Baton Pro and even to the S2R Baton, it's not like it's that much different in size. I would say quite similar in the overall size. You know, if you're counting ounces, then definitely you want to go with something lighter. Then, you know, go with something that's smaller and has less overall size to it. But I don't, you know, see this light and think, man, this thing is huge compared to everything else that I carry. So, I mean, you're getting a lot of output for a pretty compact EDC light. For some people, they want a tiny, like just a keychain size light. This is definitely not that. It's not as small as like one of the Olight batons, the S1R batons. But to me, this is still, you know, very manageable for an EDC light. The second thing I want to note real quick is they should have put a magnet in the end cap. If you don't have a pressure switch, if there's no charging port you know, I don't know why you wouldn't put a magnet on the end cap, but just to show you, I've got the USB cord here, and you know, no magnetic power there at all. So that's kind of a bummer. I think if you're going to have a light like this, you're not using the end of it for any purpose, throw a magnet on there. That just gives a lot more functionality to the light overall. Here's a super close-up. Let me show you the green. When you turn it on, you can see it's glowing green there. So that means it has quite a bit of the charge left, and then eventually it goes out there. So overall, a good EDC light. It's giving you a wide angle. I think a pretty nice balance of that throw and flood as well. Price point for this is right around 90 bucks. It's not available at a ton of locations right now as I'm making this video, but I'm sure that it will soon be available all over the place. So I'll put links down below to where you can get it at the time of this video. And then if you want to learn more, you can head over to Amazon to check that out. So who's this for? I would definitely say it's for somebody who wants, you know, a light that's got some serious output as far as everyday carry light. Also good to keep in a car, keep around the house, and also a good light for keeping in a bag. For me, I've always got my charging cords with me in my EDC bag. So since this runs off a micro USB, easy to charge this thing up and to you know, have it ready pretty much anytime you need it to be used. One thing I'll say is that, you know, USB-C, I think is the name of it, that you can charge your battery, your flashlight with, but you can also charge things off the battery in your flashlight. I wish more companies would go that way. I know that's going to be a shift in technology, but I think that's what a lot of people want, to be able to charge their lights and also charge things off of their flashlights as well. So hopefully that's a change they make in the future. Klarus, overall, I would say their products I have had no issues with in general. I can't actually specifically, I should say, not in general. I can't think of a single light that has, you know, just died on me or stopped working for whatever reason. So yeah, I've liked their products. They've functioned well, and I think this one is going to fit a niche for somebody who's looking for something kind of in a broad array of uses, from EDC to bag light to home light. Again, I think one major change they could make in the future would be adding that magnetic base. But other than that, the light has worked quite well for me. All right, let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section. And thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.